watch number 12.
And then
Where do Alright. So meeting starts at, I do it. Ready, yes, sir. So meeting starts at 12, but we'll give it like 5 minutes before we go.
Yeah.
And like, no matter how many people show up, right? Like, we can start.
Yeah.
I mean, for the people that. All right.
I'm gonna start a meeting.
Hi, how you doing?
Go ahead, take a seat, get some donuts, wherever you want, yeah. Hello. Hi. Okay, Joaquin, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you. Okay. Go to the Zoom.
Is Zoom on this computer? No.
Okay.
Yeah, we.
I know, but where's the mouse?
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
It's at the bottom. Oh,
I think it might be.
Yes.
I think it's connected. Go back to the speakers.
ew, if that's something you see. Okay, yeah. good.
Wait, can one of you guys on the Zoom talk, please?
Hello?
Hi.
Yeah.
Joaquin, are you talking? Can you put it in the chat?
Yeah, I think it's.
Yeah, I'm talking, but let me put it on the chat here.
Okay, Joaquin, are you talking?
Hello? Hello?
Yay! Okay. Nice to meet you, Joaquin.
Hello.
Great.
I know here.
Yeah. Here, you can use it here. Just take care of the chat, and if anybody has a question, I can. You guys are welcome to get a donut if you live here.
I go this.
I can take one. Well.
Oh, wait, no.
You close your eyes.
3, 2.
Oh, yeah.
1, 2.
Well, I
Okay,
think
do the 2. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Wait, okay, let me finish. One, two. Oh, okay, well, no. That's fine. It doesn't matter. Did everyone get a ticket? Did the other one? Oh, they didn't. Oh, yeah, it's 12, but.
Yeah, a little less than that. We'll give like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then we'll start.
You guys mind smiling for a photo? Or we'll do the mask, just like sit there and like squint your eyes. You guys, can I take a photo, you guys? 1, 2, guy in the back will come out, so you can smile too. 1, 2, 3. All 3 of you, ready? 1, 2, thumbs up. Now you 2. 1, 2. Thank you. That's kind of
I go. You push to the winner, you're like, all right, thanks, I think. You push to the last. George? Yeah? Okay. Let me read that. Okay, it's just 2 more minutes. We'll take long. Yes, sir. Chat is that. Yes, sir. We have a member chat. And then that's because the room change last minute. That's where we let everybody know.
So would it make sense to add me to the room? But maybe you don't want me on the chat if you feel it's.
No, member group chat. Go for it.
Of
course. We'll get your actually. Just go ahead and write it at the very top.
So you need the phone number, right?
Yeah, just the phone number.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Well, Adrian can meet.
All right.
Perfect. If, yeah, we'll just, I'll take the next part. When it comes to it. Okay?
Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and start. Hi, everyone in Zoom. We're gonna be looking at y'all and everybody over there as well. So, yeah, keep putting people. So we're gonna go ahead and start. This is our first general meeting. Welcome to AMA. And
That's the part.
okay, perfect. Sorry, we were on mute.
First meeting.
But everyone on Zoom, if you do have a question or you want to say something, you can go ahead and type it in the chat, and then you can unmute yourself. But that's just so we can collaborate like this. So we're gonna go ahead and start. Hi, I'm Adrian Ortega. I am the president of AMA. And we have, well, I am a senior. I'm also a marketing major with a minor in hospitality and tourism. And here we have.
Hi guys, my name is Adrian Ortega. I'm the vice president for AMA. Come in, guys, come in. We're just starting, you guys can adjust in time. I'm the vice president for AMA. I'm a marketing major and I'm set to graduate in about a year from right now, so looking forward to that. Then,
Okay, well, but there's also the VP of fundraising, Sebastian, who's currently in class, so he's not gonna be able to come. But we also have.
Jose Villarreal, I'm the vice president of finance, and I'm set to graduate on spring 2022.
And our.
So I'm Lila Tanguma. I'm your Vice President of Professional Development. I'm currently a junior, set to graduate next fall though. And then my major is actually advertising and public relations or communications, with concentration in that. And then my minor is psychology.
And we also have our.
Hello, my name is Sanchez. I am the VP of Communications and my major is marketing. And, hopefully I graduate in 2 years or next 2 years. I'm a junior.
Then we have me. My name is Adrian Ortega. I'm the VP of graphic design. I'm a senior. My major is graphic design and I'm minoring in marketing. Our VP of Community and Social Impact is on his way. He's George Lopez, and he'll be here around this year. And lastly, we also have our VP of Recruitment and Membership, Tanya Salinas. She couldn't join us in person today, but she is on the Zoom. Tanya, can you say hi for?
Hi guys, I'm the VP of Recruitment and Membership. I wish I would be there, but I sadly can't. But I'm a junior and I'm majoring in marketing and minoring in psychology. So hopefully I can get to see you guys next time. And that way you can also see me and put a name to my face, to my name.
Thank you, Tanya. So this is our team. You'll be seeing us very often. You'll see us on Instagram, Facebook, all our social media, and of course in campus. If you see us, say hi. As well for y'all.
Oh, there you
Okay.
go. All right, so to start the meeting off, this won't take very long, but I'm sure you guys are familiar with who. We're just gonna do a quick trivia game. Whoever wins might get a little goodie, who knows? Want to try then? So just to kind of break the ice, we'll go ahead and open that right now. We'll show you guys the code to log in. And yeah,
Do we play?
if you guys want to, yeah, of course. I mean, the more people, the better, right? So,
Yeah, right there.
is that right here? Oh, yeah. Signed in. I'm not. Oh my God, it signed me up. We can either,
Do it again.
yeah, let's try to do it.
Okay, yeah, we'll do
We don't
it
want to
again.
keep you guys waiting. Okay, sorry guys for getting your hopes up like that.
Yeah, we just go ahead and do this.
All right.
Okay, so so how many of you met us at the stomp? Okay, great to have you here. How about the Vaquero Roundup? Nice, nice. Also social media. That's great. And viewing perhaps? Okay, that's still great. So I'm not too sure if you guys know exactly what AMA is, but we'll go ahead and talk about it. So AMA, we are American Marketing Association, and we strive to be the most relevant force and voice shaping marketing around the world and for essential community of and an essential community for members. So of course, whenever we approached you, we said we are a marketing organization, but we are open to all majors. So essentially, go ahead. So essentially, marketing isn't just limited to the major itself. So we have a definition of marketing, meaning that it is the activity set of institutions and processes for creating, communicating, delivering, and exchanging offerings that have value for customers, clients, partners, and society at large. So what this means to us is that we want to bring value to you all. So we want to be able to have you all kind of market yourselves. Even if you're not a marketing major, you want to be able to learn how to be able to present yourself within society, within the community. And so we have the next slide. So this is how you will benefit. So as what I was saying right now, this is basically how you're going to market yourself. You build the personal brand. This is basically building your interview skills, knowing how to present yourself whenever you go into a room. That is something that's super important within all of society, regardless if you're a bio major, if you're a chemistry, I don't know, nutrition, any major, this is really important for yourself. So of course, with AMA, you will have the opportunity to enhance your interview skills. We'll have workshops, we'll have guest speakers come in and teach you how it is that you present yourself in interviews. We also have resume building. We'll have workshops where they'll teach you how to build your resume. You know, this is really, really important. And along with that, we'll be having community involvement. And this is where you can do all these community service that you'll eventually put in your resume, which is really, really important. Along with that, we also have other guest speakers that I already talked about, and they will be offering internship and job opportunities. So this is something that you don't just get with coming to school. Of course, you need to be involved and you need to come to these meetings. And I guarantee you guys that these opportunities are going to be given to you monthly, bi-weekly. So yes, stay tuned for their meetings.
So some of the previous AMA events that we've been around for quite a bit now, and let's see. So last year, some of the speakers that we did have was Stephanie Ortega, who's actually someone here at the UTRGV marketing department. When she came to talk to her students, she talked about marketing campaigns that they organized to help increase student enrollment and student engagement on campus. So that was a very fun one, learning how marketing was actually used and implemented here within our very own campus. Very fun. We've also had Shalimar Madrigal, who was the marketing director of none other than Bird Ogden Arena. So again, that was a great one. I believe these were both last year events, all digitally though, and we were still trying our hardest to provide interesting speakers and opportunities for you guys. It was definitely harder, but now that we're in person, we have all the more reason to provide you guys with way more exciting things. We've also had, I believe 2 years ago, the officers were doing business luncheons. So even though we do have a speaker here and you guys can ask them questions and everything like that, with the business luncheons, it was very more one-on-one. You're talking to the business owner. And usually we try to get local business owners because we believe in bettering our community, bringing people from, because most people, when you think of the Valley, don't really think like, oh, a bunch of opportunities are here for me, but we try to show them otherwise, like, no, there's a lot of people here doing great things. You might not have heard of them, but they're here, you just gotta look for them. So the business lunch was a great one where students really got a one-on-one experience to really talk, ask them about things and network with local business owners. Then for Marketing Week, if you guys aren't aware now, you guys would be, so AMA is a national or maybe even international organization, and a lot of universities have their own AMA branch. And around the same time in October, all of them conduct what's called a Marketing Week, which it's really the highlight of our organization. We really want to show the best, everything we can. So this is an entire week of it's entirely up to the officers what we provide to the student. And the previous years we've had speakers again. One of the notable ones was Juan Ochoa, who's actually the owner of Taco Palenque. That was a great one. He shared his entire life experience, how he started it when he was like around 22 or something like that. It was crazy, very inspirational too. And again, another networking opportunity for a lot of students interested in owning their own business, entrepreneurship. We had workshops and panels. Workshops were to develop the soft skills of our members. We did events such as a LinkedIn training and resume building, really optimizing and how you sell yourself. And a fun one that they did, I believe again 2 years ago, was the officers sent out a street team of students to look for opportunities around campus that students might not have heard of before. That was a really fun one, and don't be surprised to do that one again, because that one really interests me because again, around campus, there's a lot of things being offered, but you kind of have to look for them. It's hard to figure out like, oh, I didn't even know we offered that. Oh, I didn't even know we had that. So that was a very exciting one and something that really caught my attention. And we've also had plenty of networking socials. We did one last year with Enactus, which is another organization at the UTRG College of Business. That's a very fun one. And we have community projects, which are similar to community service events that I'm sure we're all more than familiar with at this point. But community projects tend to be a little differently. We want to engage in our community in a different way rather than just going to some place for 2 hours to volunteer. Like that is very rewarding and it's like rewarding for many reasons, but we try to find a different way to do that. One of the community events that we did last year was the, I have it right here. It was the what was it?
Team Mario?
Team Mario, can you talk about that one?
Yeah, okay, so last year we had a community project with Team Mario. So this is a group of students that are autistic. And so what we did was for a whole semester, we exchanged letters. So we did this was called the Pen Pal project. And so for the whole semester, 1 week you would send them a letter like, hey, like hope everything's going well in school, like what's your favorite color, this and that. And then they would send one back answering and asking us questions. That was a really nice opportunity because you get to know this individual like more on like a personal note, and you really impact their lives. I know my kid, at the end, he was super grateful for having like a connection with me, that he even sent me a gift, and like I didn't even expect it. But you can see that those are some of the students that we worked with, and yeah, that was our community project.
And so these were events for last year. For this upcoming year, yeah, for our upcoming events, what some of the goals I have set for myself is, so I'm sure that most of us know that most companies devote a portion of their budget towards marketing, and we went over the definition of marketing. It might have been a little vague when you guys started up there, but essentially marketing is just providing value to another individual. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a consumer. It doesn't have to be a transaction money. It could be nonprofit organizations also engage in marketing activities. So some of the emerging industries in marketing at the moment are, I've listed some of the interesting ones, the ones I found interesting up there. We have the technology, software, and biotechnology industry. You wouldn't really think marketing when you think of that, but as an emerging one right there, these are some speakers that I would really like for us to have some speakers from these industries talking to you guys, just talking about the different opportunities that we got going on there. So technology, software, and biotech, that includes things such as artificial intelligence and genetic engineering. Again, right, you don't really expect marketing when it comes to those, but marketing is everywhere. It's essential. It's not just advertising, that's just a little portion of it. It's the entire system. Then we've also got consumer services, which as the name implies are any type of businesses that provide a service to consumers. Again, hoping to get some speakers from these industries. We've also got the big four advertising agencies that dominate the big part of marketing. I got them listed up there, and I'd be very excited to have some people from these industries talking to you guys, providing opportunities in internships, anything like that, just to get yourselves exposed out there and maybe find a career path that would really interest you. Because at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do for you guys. We're trying to get you guys just more closer to a career path that would, fulfill you, man, right? And we've got we also got soft skill workshops. I mentioned a few before, such as the LinkedIn training, resume building. Again, these are staples. We'll have these, we'll have more similar to those. And we've got community projects. Now at the moment, what I would like to do for a community project, Eileen went over the Autism Pen Pal project with Team Mario. I would like to have something that really unites students at the College of Business and Entrepreneurship. Again, if you're not part of that College of Business and Entrepreneurship, if you're not one of those students, I'm more than happy to have you guys included nonetheless, because we are a community here at UTRG. And those are some of our plans that we have for the time.
So the membership fees, just to be part of our local member, it's $15. This allows you guys to participate in our events. You also become a local member. That way you can add it in your resume. And for a lot of you, that's important. You don't want to have just a blank resume with no activities here in the university. If you do want to put it, you have to become a member. And of course, you also get a free shirt from the club.
Yes, and also,
So this is for the national membership. If you want to become a national member, that's $30, and that also includes the local membership, so you become a local and a national member. And the difference is that if you become a national member, you can help us out and work on the case study that we're gonna have. So this case study is this project that we have for the president.
Okay, yeah, so the case study is only national members can be a part of it. And basically it's this case study. We presented kind of like a problem from an actual company. This year it's gonna be Amazon. And so they present this problem to us and we have to create a marketing plan and basically present a solution to them. If we do win, we get to participate in the national conference, which is going to take place in Chicago, March, I believe 17th through the 20th. So yeah, if you do become part of the case study team, you get to work on it. I believe that's due in November. So you're gonna get together, work on this, and then we submit it, and then you get to present it within the national conference.
So yeah, you also get recognized as an official member, also to add to your resume. You get discounts on certain things. I'm not sure really on the products, but if you search on the AMA, you can search. I think it was like you get discounts on shipping for UPS and FedEx and certain things like that. You also get a free shirt. And it covers everything that we have.
Yeah, so basically these membership fees are not only like just to give you these all these opportunities, but also to cover any expenses that we have, such as the t-shirts, the food that we provide every meeting, and stuff like that. And this is what our AMA shirts will look like for this year. How do you design them?
Okay, so for fundraising, obviously it's super important to fundraise. You know, we want to go to that conference in Chicago, everything costs money. So a lot of our in funds, I guess, they come from fundraising. This past one we did was at Mackay Poke House, I don't know, it was really good, the food was amazing. And I think we had a pretty successful turnout. I don't know. This next one we're gonna have is a Loteria fundraiser. We each have to sell like little tickets for the entry. They start Friday, September the 10th. It ends this September 24th. And some of the prizes are Alexa, AirPods, gift cards, etc. So again, it's super important that we fundraise and we get as much money as we can so we can do all of the events / things we want to accomplish this year.
Okay, so if you guys are interested in being a part of this fundraiser, you can go ahead and contact us and we'll give you the little cards for either you to buy or to sell. That's gonna start this right here.
So for community service, the previous year we did Southpark Island beach cleanup, which was pretty much a clean up the beach and taking sure like, since like the most important having the beach is like having like random glass in the middle, of it can be dangerous if most people are walking around barefoot. So our purpose of this cleanup was to teach the public how to properly dispose of the trash and where to dispose it properly. And for this month, we'll have a in McAllen thing, so it's still in the talks about which park in McAllen we're gonna go and clean up. But the point is, like, have you walk around the park? Do you see a lot of face masks, like grass in the floor because people don't dispose them correctly? This in the future can cause harm to wild animals, children, cooking or whatever. So we try to maintain it clean and teach people like dispose correctly of the trash, pretty much.
Once again, that's a VP of But it's okay. To elaborate a little bit more on other community service events that we've had, last year we also had the opportunity to volunteer with the convention center at CarFest. So basically they had us standing there with checking people's temperature, helping out with anything else they needed, like ticket booths and stuff like that. We also did the Team Mario Christmas toy drive. So we had people donate gifts. Dr. Felix donated many gifts, our advisor. And so we were able to collect all these gifts and give them to the kids at Team Mario. We also had to keep them as a plan Earth Day. So on Earth Day, we went ahead and volunteered at Keep Them as a Plan. And you can see the pictures over there. We planted a ton of trees. It was a really nice experience. We went in the morning. It was nice and fresh, and we got our hands a little bit dirty. In the other picture, you can see one of the trash cleanups that we did. We in literally only one street, we picked up two extra large bags worth of trash. So imagine if we were to do this even more often, we'd be collecting a lot of trash and bettering the community, of course.
So I talked about community projects a little bit before. There are different type of, I want it to be different from community service event, because again, like I mentioned, we're all very familiar with them at this point. And community projects can be an incredible way for us to engage in our community in ways that we hadn't thought of before. We mentioned the Timario Autism Pen Pal project, and we also had a Cancer Warrior, again, another pen pal project,
Yeah,
correct?
it was a Cancer Warrior Hope Project. So it was kind of like pen pal, but we were just sending letters to ladies that had cancer, and we were giving them like, oh, you can get through this. Here's like some tips for self-care and things like that.
Mhm. And so, I mean, that's still in the works right now. And again, if you guys ever do have any sort of feedback for us, anything that you believe would be worthwhile for us to present to our members, we're more than happy to take recommendations from you guys. So never be shy. Always, you can message us. If you guys are in the WhatsApp group chat, you can always message through there. You can message us directly. We're always happy to take any ideas from you guys.
So as Vice President of Professional Development, I'll be providing some like guest speakers and setting up some events throughout the year. For our first one, it's going to be at our next meeting, September 22nd, and he's going to be Carlos J. Cuadros. So he originally went to school for theater, and now he uses that background that he has in theater for storytelling to help brands better engage with their audiences through a local marketing company called Spark Trust. So he will be doing a little talk through Zoom.
So to elaborate more on like what we have mentioned previously, how you don't really have to be a marketing major to be in this. So he did not study marketing, and he's still doing branding, which is a part of marketing. So here you can see how you can still use marketing to your advantage if you are not studying it, if you're another major. And so coming up so every semester we have semester events. This is basically something that we host and we put together, AMA puts together. I know last year we couldn't really do much because of COVID, but the previous year we had a women empowerment event that was super successful. It was held in the ballroom, and we had many lady entrepreneurs and really people that had really good positions and your boss babes, you know. So this semester we're planning on having a networking coffee mixer. So basically we would have we would go to a local coffee shop, and we would have business owners all from either all around the valley. If it's possible that we can get some from Zoom. We will have them in the coffee shop, you know, giving you the opportunity to talk to them. And if you want to start a business, go ahead and talk to them and ask them for advice. If you don't know what you want to do, as for your major or what you want to go for your career, ask them about it. I'm pretty sure they're going to have really good advice for you. So that will take place in October. We don't know exactly what local shop it's going to be at, but we will let you know. And we'll eventually let you know what business owners will be there as well. And lastly, we have some announcements. So next week is internship week. So here's another great opportunity that you're gonna have for a whole week. This was put together by Miss Leonard. I'm pretty sure some of you have seen her around or know her. So for a whole week next week, there's going to be internship opportunities thrown at you. It's going to be both virtual and in person. So there you can see the place. Well, if you scan, you can see like the place is going to be at and everything, more information. But basically, we're going to have there's going to be different meetings going on each day of the week. One that we're going to participate in is the one on Tuesday. So we're going to be co-hosting that. And so we're going to be able to talk a little bit about MMA, and then eventually we're going to pass the floor to the student internship panel. So here we're going to have students talk about internships that they've had, and of course you can see where it is that they intern. You can ask them advice if you're interested in that place that they intern. So we'll eventually send that on the group chat, and you can see it on social media as well. And next, we also have the Archer Fellowship Program presentation. They are actually a program. It is only UT system based. So it's a little bit limited. And so they're gonna go ahead and come and talk to you all in one of our meetings and talk a little bit more about their program. They're gonna go ahead and talk a little bit more about the program. It's a really good opportunity, and I believe the program takes place in Washington. So they'll elaborate a little bit more about it next meeting. Okay, well, she was gonna talk about it, but I'll go ahead and talk about it. Some of you, I believe you all got some tickets. If you didn't, we're gonna pass out some tickets right now. So basically, we're doing this whole thing called kind of like a quick system for the rest of the semester. So, whenever you attend a meeting, you get one ticket. And so if you bring a friend along, you get another ticket, and so on and so forth with everything else that's listed. All these tickets that you get, you're gonna keep, and we're gonna keep the other half. And then at the end of the semester, we're gonna have a raffle. So all of those tickets are gonna be collected, we pull out a few, and you'll receive a gift card. So this is really to encourage your involvement. Of course, by being involved, you get so many opportunities. And as well, you're gonna be able to have the chance to win a raffle. Today, just to practice it a little bit, we're gonna go ahead and raffle. So right now we'll collect the ones that you guys had and give some to the ones that you guys already have some? No, some people didn't know. Raise your hand for how long? Yeah, I will collect those that did. You have to write their name on the right.
PowerPoint.
No. Yeah, just one. Is anyone else missing a ticket? Oh, okay, yeah, we know it. Why do we do that? We can write their names down. Yeah, we can write their names down. Okay, yeah, you too.
Very.
Yeah, I'm forgetting about you all. I can't. I wish you
For participants.
Oh, we go. Oh, no one has their camera. Okay, well, if anyone would like to say hi with the camera, that'd be great. Oh, there's a lot of people.
Putting them on the spot.
But we're gonna go ahead and write your names down and also put you in the raffle. These ones? There
Alright, guys. So that's about it for our meetings. We're gonna go ahead and do the raffle. We got our social stuff here. And if you guys do have any questions, concerns, anything like that, feel free to ask. Yes, Dr. Felix.
Could I have 5 minutes?
Of course, sir, of course.
But, okay, you are basically done with the presentation.
Pretty much, yes, sir.
Okay, then let me bother you all with that.
Let me introduce you real quick. That's Dr. Felix. That is our advisor for our organization. you're unaware, every organization needs their very own advisor or professor here. We got lucky enough to have Dr. Felix, professor at the marketing department. So if you guys want, round of applause.
Okay, so yeah, every organization actually needs an advisor. So you, even if you, because my ideas, I don't want to be your dad or anything, right? And kind of supervise you or anything. It's your organization, it should be driven by you guys. And I'm there basically when you have questions, kind of, or when I can help, right? I have a few thoughts actually, and I think that was a really great introduction to AMA. So, okay, few words about me. You probably can hear my strange accent. Apologies for that. I'm from Germany, as you can probably guess. And I don't know if this is good or bad. That can be seen from different angles. I studied in Switzerland. Maybe the interesting thing is, yeah, I see my. In Switzerland, I received a master and then a PhD. And then the interesting part was, and I can only encourage you to do something similar. I got a scholarship to go abroad, and that's always a great experience if you can go abroad, even for a mini master or maybe for a little bit longer. And then I went abroad for a year, and I went to Mexico. And so in 1997, actually, and then I wanted to stay there a year. Then suddenly I had a girlfriend. Then I stayed another year. Then I stayed another year. Then I started working for one of the private universities there until 2013, so 15 years. So yes, I do speak some Spanish, I guess, and which is great, right? Because learning language is fantastic, I guess. But this should be also on your radar, very high. Learn other languages, indeed. And then, because of the security situation, mainly in Mexico, I came to the US in 2013, and since then I have been advisor for AMA, actually. But that was the first thing, and my first day, my boss said, "We need an advisor for AMA. That's you." And I'm okay. And it was a great. It was a great experience in the past, and it is a great experience. I think it's really a fantastic thing. AMA. The thing that happened when I took over the job is, okay, I saw the organization is actually active. They are doing great things, fantastic, right? And then I went in 2014, in March, I think, to the big conference that you mentioned already, and that is a big event. So you imagine that when everybody, all the organizations are in one room, that's one room in a big hotel. I think it's typically the Sheraton, Louisiana, in New Orleans, I'm sorry. Now they changed it to Chicago, right? Okay. Yeah, it's an interesting story because usually they tried to do it in Chicago once years ago, and then they were kicked out of the city. The city said no more because there were more than 1,000 students having a party, right? So I mean, actually, it's interesting to see that now that they are trying to go back to Chicago. And the reason is that New Orleans, of course, is much more tolerant, right? When having more than 1,000 students there. And then I attended the conference. There are great competitions, events for students, so it's a great experience. And at the last night, there is a dinner, and then the awards are presented, right? So we were sitting at the dinner, and I didn't know much about how the whole thing worked. And so all the other associations were getting their awards, right? And okay, and we didn't get any. Then I figured out that the association, they never submitted a chapter plan. They never submitted an annual report. And this is the way that you gain these awards, right? So this is super important that you do not only good things, but you also have to submit these things, right? Chapter plan. What case competition is important, of course. And so, and then until then I changed this a little bit, right? And next year, then the organization submitted the chapter plan and the annual report and starting winning things. And even in 2015, I mean, you maybe some people say, oh, Valley, we are a little bit disconnected, and how can we compete against the big universities in the US and all? I don't know. I mean, in 2015, the AMA made it a top 25 chapter in the US. Absolutely mind-blowing. And they also this year were among the top 10 case competitors. Right? So it is possible. So if you say, no, it's not possible, it is. I have seen it, right? You can do it. Absolutely. Absolutely fantastic. And it feels fantastic when you are at the event and you get these awards, right, and you participate with the really high-ranking universities in the US. So I can only encourage you to think big, right? I mean, it's really many things can be done. One thing that I wanted to add is the team mentioned value. Value is the key word for us marketers, right? We are not selling iPhones, we are not selling cars, we are providing value, right? We think in terms of benefits. So the question is, what's in for you? And I think you mentioned really the benefits for being in the association. And a few other things that came in my mind, which are probably connected, is of course, you're building your network, right? Once you are out of university, you're going to have this big network. Probably on LinkedIn, maybe in a few years, there's something better than LinkedIn. Right now, LinkedIn is very important indeed. And you want to have this network. This is how people get jobs these days. It's definitely true. And build this, and don't be shy. I mean, ask you, hey, can I do LinkedIn? And then you send a few messages, right? Stay in touch. Super important. It's probably more important than having a 3.8 as compared to a 3.0 average, right? People want to see high grades when they hire you. Yes, but they want to see other things. You build your CV basically, right? It's being an association. And then the difference between your CV going into the garbage can, right? Because the good companies, they get for one position 100 applications, right? Most of them go directly into the garbage can. The HR, they scan it, 10 seconds, and they know this guy looks, or this lady looks interesting or not, right? It's super quick. And so you have to stand out. And the way you stand out is engagement in the student association, right? Where people know that when you have been in the student association and there were hurdles and there were difficulties and there were problems and you had little issues here and there, you were able to resolve them. This is what people want to see. You are able to resolve problems. Because real life is like this, as you know, right? It's not all smooth, right? It's a company where you work, organization with the issues, people want to know you can solve things. So very, very important, I guess. And you do good things. I mean, that's of course the thing. The community involvement is fantastic indeed for AMA. Good. Then one quick comment. I am very happy to see that with the guest speakers and panels and all that, you're going into different directions, not only consumer companies, but biotech and whatever. I think that's fantastic. And also think about the hospitals here in the area. That's a big industry, very powerful. Think about medical companies, pharmaceutical. You can make tons of money. You are selling medicine, drugs or so. Of course, it is an ethical issue. Might have to be a little bit careful maybe. But these are things where people, instead of working at Walmart or HEB, and think a little bit bigger in a sense, right? That there are great opportunities at these companies that are huge multinational companies, and we don't have them on the radar, of course. Maybe you can think about inviting you guys, actually, would be fantastic. And then I guess finally, yeah, I mentioned the importance of the annual report and the chapter plan and the case computation. And then another thing where, I mean, the really outstanding chapters, what they do is some consulting, and that's difficult, right? But it is possible. We have seen it in the past here at UTRGB. And I don't want to put you under pressure. The office said like, oh, we need to do consulting because it's not easy, right? But this is kind of a little bit kind of the aspiration, right? That you would have a student consulting firm almost, right? And then you provide consulting to local companies. And you might think, yeah, but we are only students. How can we consult? Yeah, but there are small companies that are super happy to receive some guidance from students, right? It's a great opportunity. And again, the really outstanding chapters usually do some consulting. So maybe not this semester or maybe not this academic year, but push it a little bit towards the future, also towards consulting. And for the new members, maybe there are people who would be interested in saying, hey, actually, we could develop this, right? That would be fantastic. But sorry for taking your time. I want to share a few thoughts. And then also open door. I mean, when you are in the business building, right now with the pandemic, I'm not that much much in my office, but if you are in the business building, my office is second floor, 211. Okay, that's so the marketing department has its own section, and then I'm in 211A. And you can come by anytime, ask me anything. If I'm there, right, you never bother me. No, it's really open door. Or if you don't find me or you want to go digital, then send me an email. Email is the professors are old-fashioned, right? I mean, yes, I'm using WhatsApp, but email for us is still kind of the communication thing that we use. So send me an email with anything, right? And I need the officers to pull me, right? If you don't, then pull me a little bit.
Also, could you pick out a letter?
Oh, okay. Yeah, so and then visibility. Okay. Good. And winner.
His name.
Yeah, I cannot read it probably.
Okay, I'll read it.
Oh, just sorry. I'm an older guy, sorry.
So the winner is Cassandra Ramos.
Here, you get the very own handmade one right here with a bunch of goodies. So you got anything.
Okay, well, thank you everybody for coming to the meeting. We really appreciate it. We hope to see you in all the other meetings. Remember, if you can't come in person, there's always the Zoom opportunity. Yeah. So also everybody over there, thank you so much for logging on as well. Yeah, Kahoot. Okay, yeah, we'll do the Kahoot right now. But I know some of you might have class, so if you do have to go to class, then it's fine. But make sure to add us on social media. If you're not on the WhatsApp group chat, let us know. You can also stand and go on there directly. Also, can we take pictures? Yeah. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can come over here and like see, we can like screen chat. Yeah, right? Or if you want to make a screen chat, we should tell them to turn our camera. Yeah, and then we can come over.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you guys always turn on your cameras if you can, if possible, and then pull up like. Yeah. Okay, yeah, and then we can all stand here with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great, yeah. So everybody can come up. Go ahead, like, come right here.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Ready? 1, 2. Hold on, yeah. Dude, it's not gonna come out, but okay. Ready? 1, 2. Let's see. It came out. Ready? 1, 2. I'm covering everyone. No, hold on. Okay, last time. Ready? 1, 2. It's blurry. If you want to try guys, huh? Do you want to try phone?
Oh, yeah.
With my phone? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see. No. Okay, now you guys are far away. Hold on. Ready? 1. Do this. 1, 2. Okay. Thank you all. You can stay for the Kahoot. If that's good class, you can go to class as well.
All right, thank you everybody for joining. I hope I can see you guys soon in person.
Oh, we also get that?
Also, if y'all want to pay, the local or national fees, talk to the person and we'll take care of that. You can also do that later. But,
Donuts? Oh, yeah, the donuts, guys, they're gonna go get ugly.
Somebody eat a donut for me.
oh, and that's one of our officers.
Hi, hopefully I can see you guys soon in person. Yes.
Bye, thank you.
All right, bye guys. Thank you for joining us.
Adrian's like,
All right.
thank you so much. Well, it's great to finally meet you, Chris.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, no,
I know.
I don't even sure.
Adrian, did I see you?
In person? No.
Never, really? It's so strange,
Right,
right?
it's very strange too.
You're still wearing the back. Great, yeah, and then let me know if there's anything, like maybe for the case competition, could we, you already have a team now? working on
We're
this?
just gonna work on it together, because if we get some international members. we want to-
Shut up. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
And then if you have, once you have a team, then maybe let me know, and then I can.
What's the questions?
It's just a tree. You're in the north.
Yes, I think. Well, we're gonna add it to WhatsApp.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we weren't sure if you could like.
Oh, just like random, like not about ourselves. Because it was supposed to be an icebreaker, you were like.
Yeah, no, it's.
This is here. With the wheels.
It's right there. It was it's in the favorites right here.
Did you make it?
No.
Oh.
It's there. Look at the question, John. Here's.
Challenge?
Those are classic.
Play.
Oh my God, I haven't played Code in high school.
Guys, just go back over here. Come on, come on, come on.
Is it okay if I keep guys?
We should. If the officer wins, that means they're cheating. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, that was Did you guys make this?
Who's Andrea?
Nah, yo, but we found the best one for you guys. Oh, wow, of course.
Good question. Are y'all freshmen?
Like-
Oh, yeah, what grade are you guys in? True.
That should be a sophomore.
You're freshman.
Not freshman.
Sophomore.
Such a like.
Sophomore.
the three-
Oh, what happened?
Maybe I'll-
I'll go over there.
All right, is this everybody? Wait, hold on, I need to join.
Tanya, you're in the Kahoot too?
Yes, I am.
Wait, no, hold on.
Let's see how good I am, if I remember.
Wait, Jesse?
Oh,
Oh, wait, wait.
I don't have it.
I think I know this one.
Oh, wait. Why? You know what?
The sign.
Dude, this is everywhere, man. It's important. Oh, yeah,
What?
I got it right.
That's why Amazon has its name. Yeah.
You know what? I don't like this game.
You got it wrong, dude. Wait, do I have to? Sorry,
No, like, yeah,
I didn't make the rules.
Oh, I know this one.
What's the question?
Oh, what's the biggest fish by area? Obviously, Canada.
Don't even do that, so.
Like, most of those fishes, Canada. I wanna see those faces. I wanna hack my phone on.
Nice.
Hey.
Does it count?
No, it doesn't. Guys, what do you assist me? Oh, it's not was only one. First person, tell me space. Oh.
I'm looking.
Just space.
Oh,
that's like a Russian
guy. It was a suburban.
Yeah.
I said the same thing.
I have no, I don't know.
Two people that are right. We still got a lot.
Who said one long?
Yeah, look at this guy.
I mean,
Oh, that's just a fun little.
Dude.
Come on, dude, it just.
Is that your freaking?
No, that was just a.
Oh my God.
When World War I ends.
when the World War II started.
Oh, I guess you know you're trying to.
Oh, no.
1918.
I thought I clicked that one.
It was movie called 1918. No, that was 1917. On a streak right here, I see you. Capital, number one. Capital was streak. Confederate game, did you know the answer?
You want to talk about it?
Oh, okay.
Shut up. You're not even gonna talk about it.
Okay, I thought it was Sydney.
That's a lie, bro. That is not even a city.
Okay, I got it wrong too, guys, I'm sure. The streak is gone, I'm sorry, dude. Alright, keep going. Double point? I'm scared.
Oh,
that's
shoot.
the fourth. Mom cooks.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Oh, type it in.
I didn't even know.
No way. I don't even
And then nobody's gonna say that. I got it.
know.
This is close, dude. That's you. Mark. Listen, everyone kind of got it right. Just the effort to count. Mar, dude, I love that. Eileen, wow, working with the top, I see. Rules number one.
Yeah.
Best place.
Yep.
A puzzle? Oh my god. What? Oh, marketing. Marketing. Just to get your brain back, guys.
Furthest west.
Furthest to closest.
Oh, further. Oh my God.
Sure. That was awesome.
I just know the song.
I'm glad you had these.
Pretty good though. Are the chocolate ones good? I don't know. People got them. Are they good? They have tried the chocolate one?
Solid. You guys want the whole box?
That's the price.
Not the donut, the box. You gotta give us a donut. Come on. You have to.
Oh, what?
3, 2, 1.
What? We lost our.
How does it even like calculate the?
You got it wrong? Yeah. Dude, they had a picture right there. Yeah.
Come on, guys, it's right there, dude. Oh, shit, Arturo, dude. Gone. Oh, no, down here. Andre.
I'm finally up there.
I'm gonna lie, I got it wrong. That's the wrong.
Oh, yeah.
No way.
I mean, you can't win, dude. That's
No, yeah, straight up.
Okay, one disqualifier for you guys. Highest waterfall.
Oh, I put some.
She was holding back. What? That's a Venezuela. I learned something.
That's a picture of it. Yeah, actually, the roots. Yeah, Venezuela. Yeah, I took a shot in the dark. Actually, Nadia, I'll let you shout out. Look at those. Everyone's something you guys, come on, be honest. The answer is obviously no.
Is this a trick question?
Oh, be honest. I love playing trivia. Nobody. Okay, guys, message received. We'll adjust for next week.
Yeah, next week we'll do it.
No, you guys ever been in high school?
To the rodeos?
I don't remember which one was which. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know.
It has to be the blue one. Is it? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, like the movie. One movie of the cat.
Oh.
Oh, you're so sick.
Just remember the months ago.
Right, that's all I remember. Did I think about the top? Oh my God. Oh, we have one last one. Come on, guys, be like.
I didn't get it wrong.
Hey, the toughest one's the last. Whoa.
You see, I was gonna put black, but I was like, that's a stupid answer. No,
Yeah,
I can't put black.
Who got that last one right?
Shout out, Andre, third place, Joe.
Andre and Joe. You get
Wow.
Andre and Joe. Andre, and then who's Joe?
It might be me. I mean, it was me. I
Like,
didn't mean.
like yo.
Yes. Thank you.
That's me,
Well,
cool.
that was a cool trivia game. Thank you guys for making it a meeting. I mean, I don't know if you have anything else to add before we send it off on our merry way.
No, we really appreciate you all. I'm honestly really excited for this year, and I really see you all again. So yeah, like if you can't come in person, it's okay, come to Zoom. But try for in person because we can play games and you can get like little gifts and stuff.
Is this the whole thing, or is there like people that are already here, so they're not?
Like the officers.
Bringing friends so you can get more points or like more chances into entering. But yeah.
There's more people. It's just that people, like there's a lot of people that didn't come because like
Yeah.
classes.
No
and
matter
then-
what time you take, you can always switch to something's schedule. So try your best out here.
Yeah, so you'll probably see different faces like all the time. But if you keep coming, you'll get a lot of tickets. You'll win the raffle. Yeah, we'll be giving out like different prizes throughout. But yeah,
Are the meeting times like around this time like all the time, or are they like different all the time?
yeah, they're all going to be at 12. The only times that it's going to change is during marketing week because that's when we get like the big speakers. So we want to accommodate to them. So we might have like meetings at like 6.
And we would be notified of that like ahead of time, right?
For sure. And also the room, it's not going to be this room. This was an emergency room because we were approved for our original room. But we'll let you know next time for the original room that we're going to have.
So next meeting is in 2 weeks or?
Yeah,
Next
it's-
week. Yes, no, in 2 weeks. The general meetings are every other week.
Oh, when is the feast?
So what?
The feast, like the Sanchez, when is that day?
Anytime. I mean, if you want to be a national member, that's really soon, so you can join like the case study. But the local fee, I mean, we're gonna be here all year long. So just let us know. Jose will take care of it, or I can take care of it as well. And you'll also get a t-shirt. So
Oh, for sure. I mean,
yeah, the t-shirt.
oh.
But yeah.
But yeah, that wraps up our meeting, guys. Thanks so much for coming.
All right, bye everybody. Hope you have a great rest of the day. If you're still in school. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Nah, it's I'm sure it's like.
Again, if you want.
If you want to read, would you like to? Or.
Whatever, I'll just give your number.
Oh, no, it's our own shirt, but it's fine, each chapter. Yeah, there's no.
Yes.